Hi, this is John Morgan with the latest video tip for 2020 design.
Color, color, color. Grays are the fastest growing trend. Gray is the new white and classic black and white palette. Here's how's. Black is beautiful. Well, how do we show that to our client? Because our client is seeing this, we're recommending it. How do we actually demonstrate that to our client? I have a kitchen. This could be anybody's 1995 kitchen. And we want to paint the kitchen a Sherwin-Williams gray. Let's go into my plan, right-click, and go to what's called Global Attributes. I'm going to go into Sample F Catalog, which is the cabinet manufacturer that I happen to use, and I'm going to pick one of the wood tones, just to say the molding texture. If I scroll up in my list, I'm going to come back here and say, let's use paint instead. I'd like to use Sherwin-Williams. And I'd like to use a cool neutral. There's one that I like to use, which is the Aloof Gray. I'm going to click on Aloof Gray. When I want to change multiple items to be the same color, what I do is I simply highlight the color code at the bottom, and on my keyboard I hit Control-C. That copies everything. Now, I'm going to paste that into some other areas in just a moment. Before I do so, though, I did want to mention that you can actually take the paint and say, I want it to be eggshell or semi-gloss. Or I could choose glossy. And if I click on glossy, you'll actually see it becomes reflective, just like it would in real life. So I'm just going to go back to flat gray. We're going to go ahead and click OK, Aloof Gray, and you'll see that this has changed to Aloof Gray. If I want to take my other wood tones and make them Aloof Gray, I'll say Control-V, which is paste. And then I'll choose Control-V again, which is paste. And then one more time, I will hit Control-V, which is paste. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at our kitchen. Now remember that 1995 cherry mid-tone kitchen I just showed you a moment ago? As it starts to draw it, it's now gray. And it's not just gray, it is Sherwin-Williams Aloof Gray. So as I scroll in real close here, let's look over top of my artichokes. We'll come down here. I'm just going to highlight this one area and watch as it changes and it paints my kitchen. By the way, you might notice that I have levitating artichokes. I have a sink hovering above my countertop or where my countertop should be. We're going to place countertops in a little while, so I just want you to be aware that they are purposely levitating in my room right now. So there's my Aloof Gray. Let's say that you wanted to incorporate black. Remember we just said black is one of the fastest growing colors? Well, I can zoom in right here and say, all right, let's take this Sink Base 36. We're going to double click on it, and I don't want the Sink Base to be gray. I want it to be Black Magic, which is a color by Sherwin-Williams. I'll go into Variables, and we'll hit Texture. I'll say Door Texture. I would like this to be, and so we'll come down here, we'll say Black Magic. We'll click OK. I can go through and pick the next one, and I can say I want that to be Black Magic. Again, if I want to take the shortcut, I just highlight it, hit Control-C to copy. We'll come back down here and choose the last one, and all I do is I highlight the color code, hit Control-V, which takes me right to Black Magic, and then I click OK. Maybe even I want to make the end panels Black Magic, so I'll go to the end panel right now, which is just a flat white color. I'm going to go up here and say, let's make that black too. It's right next to my dishwasher, so I'd like to have a black panel there. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. If we come through one more time and take a look at this, you'll see that I have an Aloof Gray kitchen with a Black Magic sink base.
For other great ideas, please join the 2020 community at www.2020spaces.com/community.